welcome back to my channel. My name's Paul. You can see I'm on my own again today, going down to Brunswick between Harvey and Bunbury. Show you around Burra Cup, Brunswick and Wok Club. Fair bit to see down there. Janet's really busy this weekend, so I'm just going down there for one night, film this afternoon and tomorrow, come back tomorrow night. But for now, let's roll that intro. And if you remember in a few of the videos, instead of a visitor centre, a town will have a community resource centre. Well, this is the Brunswick Community Resource Centre. Let's go in and plan our weekend. Just next to the CRC, which is right here, Community Resource Centre, if I didn't say that before. It's the Brunswick Showground. Now, every October, this year it's the 28th of October, I think, this whole place is full. It's the Brunswick Show. It's the biggest one-day show in Australia, I believe. And some people have been saying that they think it's the biggest one-day show in the world, but I think that's a bit of wishful thinking. But it definitely is. It's a really well-known show. It has like fair rides and agricultural displays and everything through here. I've been quite a few times. I'm thinking maybe we've got quite a few shows like that in WA, so I'm thinking I might do some videos on them, on the shows themselves, but we'll have to wait and see. If a local artist named John Fry has done all these little cow statues all over the place. Sculptures, that's a better way of putting it. Cow sculptures. And Brunswick, this whole area is dairy, so the Friesian cow, the black and white dairy cows, are very important here. In fact, the local tavern, which we'll go to later, used to have a sign out the front that said Friesian cold beer. Instead of saying freezing, it was Friesian. I always thought that was quite funny, but maybe it was just me.
Yeah, come and visit us in Brunswick.
Now we're in Burra Cup. Bunbury's maybe 20-ish kilometres that way. Harvey's up, Collie's up in the hills that way. Harvey's that way. So this video we'll be doing this Burra Cup, Rowlands, Brunswick and Wok Club. Look at this. This is St John the Divine's Church. This was only built in 1938. But what a gorgeous building and what a beautiful setting it's got. Just out the back of Burra Cup, this is Everton Park. Just beautiful, guys. Now, I don't usually promote one resort over another, but they do have quite a good art gallery in here, I'm told, so I'll go and have a look at that. Isn't this just gorgeous though, guys? This is the beginning of the Ferguson Valley. Gnomesville's about 30 kilometres that way, where all the gnomes are. I took you to in the Ferguson Valley video. Just stunning. And this beautiful old building here, the Burra Cup store, built in 1914. I'm going to go in and get a cold soda water. And this gorgeous old building, it's the old Benja Primary School. It was a school from 1928 till 1996. Sorry guys, I can't find out what it's being used for now, but look where it is. How would you have got any work done looking out at the hills here? I just would have been staring out the window all day. Just gorgeous. And just behind me here's the Wok Club Tavern. This is where I stayed last night. And I admit, I only stayed here because everything else was full. But that was the best thing that could have happened. Comfy room, really friendly staff, great food. We'll definitely be staying here if we're in the area again. And look where we are, guys. Just beautiful. And you can imagine this in winter with everything green, but even now, just stunning. Now, I don't usually do room tours. This one's pretty basic. I just wanted to show each of the rooms has got this art by local artists What a good idea, supporting locals.
Come and have a beer at the Wokey and subscribe. Mad Dog Adventures.
And out the back of the pub, they've got this brewery. They do 8 beers and 2 extra ones seasonally. And it's called Bruggen. The reason it's called Bruggen is because the owners are Bruce and Megan, so it's a play on their names. And it's only been going since last July, guys, so stop in here for a bit of beer, give them a bit of support.
Oh, we could be like, come and have a beer at Bruggen. Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. I
yeah.
don't want that one. Come and have a beer with us at Bruggen.
And guys, this is John Tilling. He was nice enough to invite me over to his house to see some of his vintage tractors. He's also part of the local tractor club. Did you want to tell us a bit about it, John?
Yeah, TrackMap. We are one of the largest clubs in Western Australia, focused on vintage tractors and industrial machinery. We have a couple of field days throughout Western Australia, especially here in the Brunswick region, and if you want to find out more, you can contact me.
I'll leave a link to John's Facebook down below as usual, but let's go and have a look at some tractors. This beautiful old factory here, this is the old Peter's Ice Creamery, and this was a very, very important part of Brunswick for a long time, and I seem to remember when I was younger, please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, Brunswick locals, but I'm sure this was a running little shop when I was young, but it's now the Brown's Cheese Factory, still an important part of town, and this is just coincidence, but if you ever come to my house, you'll always find Brown's cheese in the fridge. And I've been asking everyone, no one can tell me, I even waited 10 minutes for one of the workers here. No one can tell me how old this is, but really it's just gorgeous. And it is a sort of landmark of Brunswick. And this is a beautiful old church, the old Catholic church. And one thing that Brunswick has done very well is its modern buildings, like this one here, are built in the same style as the older stuff. And public toilets aren't usually something I'd show you, but look at this one, built in an old water tank. Yeah, it's everywhere I've shown you in Western Australia, people have put a lot of thought into local tourism. And remember I told you yesterday or earlier how John Fry made the cow sculptures? I was walking down the street and I just happened to bump into John, and he's a bit of a historian of the area, he knows everything. So tell us a little bit, John.
Well, I've been here for 86 years,
Oh, wow.
nearly 87 sort of thing
Yeah.
there, yes, and I've seen the comings and goings of Brunswick as a
Yeah.
town. I mean, it's so vastly different to what it was 60 years ago,
Yeah.
say, very much so. And it's a shame to see shops that were full here once, had businesses run all the time, that they're not there now.
The old Brunswick Hall. Beautiful. Now, sadly, none of these buildings, or a couple of them have, but a lot of them haven't got the normal little brass plaque that tells you when they were built and everything. That's where I get most of my information from. And this is the War Memorial Park. Just a small one here, but that doesn't mean it means any less.
Come and ride the Southwest with a smile on your dial.
And this beautiful old building's the old post office, 1895. And I've told you in a couple of videos, but I'll repeat myself. In the 70s or the 80s, the Postmaster General split into Australia Post and Telstra, Telecom. But in the early years, everything, the switchboard, all the mail, everything ran through here, and that would have been a very, very central, important part of town, this building.
Really love living in Brunswick. It's a great little spot.
I'm going to take this opportunity to thank everyone who gave me suggestions on the local community Facebook page. It really, really helps, guys. I can't tell you how much it helps. So many people told me, oh, you got to film the cow on the corner. This is the Lions Park. This was built in 1973, and it's a very proud part of Brunswick. And this is the local swimming hole. Little weir here to keep the water up. Caravan park across there. These people have got the best spot you could ever ask for. That's the main highway, the Southwest Highway just there. What a beautiful little spot. And this is the swimming hole over here behind us. And just here's the beginning of the river walk. You can walk quite a ways up there, kilometres I believe, along the edge of the river. Absolutely beautiful.
Come and visit in Brunswick. Thank you.
And that's the Pioneer Park just there, and the Pioneer Wall's actually here with the names of all the families that opened up the area. It's the bowling club just here. Guys, this beautiful old building here is the old Brunswick Tavern, 1904. This is where I'd planned on staying, but they had a big vintage bike run and all the rooms were full. But amazing food here, guys. But having said that, there was nothing wrong with the Wokie. Really comfortable room, great food. But yeah, the Brunswick Tavern. And I was just talking to some other travellers. They said they'd come to Brunswick especially for this fish and chips. They say it's the best they've ever tasted. So let's go in and find out. The best in WA, that's a big call, but man, that's good fish and chips. If it could be the best in WA, just delicious. Well, that was a fun couple of days, guys. What a friendly, happy bunch of people everywhere I met. It was a bit harder getting people to get on camera. They're all a bit shy, but just such friendly everywhere. Friendly, happy people. If you haven't subscribed yet, guys, hit the Mad Dog icon up there or the subscribe button down below. You may as well hit the bell icon while you're down there. I always try and respond to the comments, so leave a comment, give me a big thumbs up, share this video everywhere you can. We'll see you in the next one.